Jesus said, "Go into the world and make disciples of all nations." The Apostle Paul reiterated 2 Timothy 2:2, "And the things you have heard of me in the presence of many witnesses, the same commit to faithful men who will be able to teach others also." To Jesus and Paul, disciple making is the core mission of the church. A shoe factory produces shoes. Paper factory produces paper. A glass factory produces glass. What does the church produce? What the church produces is decisively important to God. The church produces disciples. There are 5 cries of the modern church. The first, too many programs. The second, too few volunteers. The third, the leadership vision is not clear. The fourth, the leaders are not united. And the fifth, the members are not spiritually fed. They are not discipled. We need to come back to intentional disciple making at the heart of the church today. What does an intentional disciple making church really looks like? Well, I look for 5 things as I observe a church to see if there's an intentionality towards disciple making in the life of the church. The first, the senior pastor not only champions the vision of disciple making, he personifies the values. He is himself making disciples. The second, the church leaders are united and they resonate in that leadership resonance to make disciple making at the heart, the core mission of the church, and they are actively involved in disciple making. The third, there is a concrete strategy for bringing people from one level of maturity to another level of maturity, from one level of commitment to another level of commitment. The next is that the congregation embrace this disciple-making vision. They are actively participating in the call to disciple-making in the local church. And the fifth is the product. Lives are transformed and they are spiritually multiplying. Very often I've been asked, what's the disciple-making program? The questions are centered towards the program rather than the disciple-making process. The questions involve how do we implement the disciple-making program in the church? I think something is missing here. We are looking merely at methodologies, materials, some ecclesiastical formula to implement a disciple-making program in the church, when at the heart of it is not implementing a disciple-making program, rather is integrating a disciple-making process in the whole of life where people are deepened in their lives spiritually and they are multiplying to change their world. Jesus said, "Follow me." And his early disciples understood it in a very specific way. It wasn't following him towards a particular destination, but a life's destiny. It was to embrace some core values that Jesus had and to embrace a destiny he's calling them to. Follow me, I will make you fishers of men. And that is at the heart of disciple making. It is a way of life. The Global Alliance of Intentional Disciple Making Churches is calling the church back to following Jesus, to return the church to her disciple making roots, to authentic discipleship in Christ and intentional disciple making within the life of the church. The Global Alliance of Intentional Disciple Making Churches is a friendship network, it's a kingdom network, and most importantly, it's a global network seeking to unite intentional disciple making churches to answer the call of God to produce disciples within the local church. I invite you to be part of this global alliance. I invite you to join this friendship network so that together we can issue a trumpet call for the global church to return to making disciple making the core mission and the heart of the local church. Come and be a part of God's vital movement today. It's a disciple making movement and it will rock and change our world. Join us, the Global Alliance of Intentional Disciple Making Churches, where God is on the move to restore the church back to authentic discipleship in Christ and intentional disciple making to revitalize the church, to change our world. God bless you.